Hello, my name is Mo, aka Gizmogram. Welcome back to my channel. This video is a review of the K8 mechanical keyboard from Keychron. Now this video isn't sponsored, however Keychron did send this keyboard out to me to try. All opinions expressed in this review are entirely my own. And with that said, let's crack on. Now the K8 is basically a TKL keyboard. TKL stands for 10 keyless, and what this means is this keyboard is missing the normal number keys found on a regular size keyboard. As a result, the K8 is smaller in size. So here's a quick unboxing to show what's included with the K8 keyboard. The packaging is very nice, it feels quite premium. Now you get this double-sided card, which is basically a quick start guide for some of the functions of the keyboard, such as connecting Bluetooth and controlling the RGB lights. You get a manual booklet. Now this keyboard can be used with a Mac and Windows, and for this reason you're also given an extra set of keycaps. And of course a key puller, and finally the keyboard itself. It's really well packaged. There you go, it's really well packaged. It comes with this protective plastic face on the front to, I guess, protect the keys in transit. First impressions, it looks and feels really nice. It's got a certain weight to it. It feels strong, sturdy, and I really like the two-tone grey finish of the keycaps. Although this is a Bluetooth keyboard, Keychron also include in the box an angled USB Type-C cable, so you can use it to charge the battery or use it in wired mode. So let's start with the design of this keyboard. In my opinion, it looks very nice. It looks rather classy and expensive, but it's also rather understated and not too flashy and in your face. It comes with light and dark coloured grey keycaps and an orange accent key, which is quite distinctive to the Keychron brand. I really like the shades of grey used in the keycaps. It has a somewhat soft and calm feel about it, and when it's paired, in my opinion, with the brown switches like I have here, it's an absolute joy to type with. Now this keyboard is rather tall. It's almost 1.5 inches at the top. That's before even extending the legs. Just to show you how tall this keyboard is, here are two comparisons. Firstly, against the Rockout 122 gaming keyboard, and secondly against the Royal Plug RK61. On the underside of the keyboard there are 5 non-slip rubber feet as well as 2 adjustable feet. These can be adjusted in 2-step. However, the keyboard being rather tall already, I don't think you'll be using these much. The USB port and the control buttons for the keyboard are located on the left hand side. So on the left hand side you've got 2 control dials. The first is to switch between Mac and Windows, and the second is to switch between Bluetooth and wired mode. You also have a USB Type-C port for charging the keyboard as well as using it in wired mode. There are dedicated multimedia keys as well as a key to activate either Siri on the Mac or Cortana on Windows. Now I don't actually like the USB Type-C port being on the left hand side. I would have preferred it on the top, either on the left or on the right, maybe not in the middle. And one of the reasons for that is if I wanted to get a custom coiled keyboard cable, it would look really odd and untidy unless it was angled, as I'm demonstrating here. In terms of the build quality, the K8 is really nice to hold. Now the main body of the keyboard and the back are made of plastic, however it's got a aluminium frame around the body which makes it really strong and sturdy. It's got a nice weight to it as well. It weighs approximately 887 grams. So let's talk about the main features of this keyboard. So firstly, the TKL layout. This is the first TKL keyboard I've owned, and honestly it's the best layout and size for a keyboard. If like me you don't tend to use the numeric keys very much, TKL is the way to go. It looks great, it's great size for typing and saves on desk space. Here's a comparison against a full size and 60% keyboard. The next feature I like is the fact that it can be used wired or wirelessly by Bluetooth. Now another cool feature is the multiple connectivity option. You can connect the K8 to 3 different Bluetooth devices and easily switch among them. Switching from one device to another is quick and seamless and only takes a few seconds, as I'm demonstrating now with an iPad and iPhone. The first 3 numeric keys along the top of the keyboard have Bluetooth symbols, and you basically assign each key to a different device by pairing the keyboard and assigning it to one of the 3 keys. Then all you have to do is press the function key followed by the corresponding 1, 2 or 3 key to switch between the devices. It's really simple. Now another great feature is the various compatibility this keyboard offers. The K8 works with Mac, Windows, Android and iOS. It's got you covered no matter what system you're on. It even includes extra keycaps so you can change from either a Windows or a Mac keyboard layout. Changing the keycaps is extremely easy and only takes a few seconds. Another great feature of this keyboard is the backlight. It's available in white only or with RGB. I have the RGB version. There are 15 types of RGB backlight with different styles and patterns. Here's a quick demo. Now in terms of customization, the K8 is available in Keychron red, blue or brown switches. I have the brown switches, which I think are great for typing. They're not very clicky, they're more tactile. If you want the clicky ones, you should go for the blue switches. The K8 is also available in a hot swappable option, so you can change switches without the need for any kind of soldering. In terms of battery life, the K8 has a built-in rechargeable battery which has a capacity of 4000 milliamps, which can last up to 240 hours of typing if you turn off the backlight. Now the K8 represents great value for money. A mechanical switch version with white backlight starts at only $6 to $9, which is about £50. The version that I have with a aluminium frame and RGB backlight starts at $8 to $9, which is about £65. And if you want the hot swappable switch version, that starts at $79. In terms of pros and cons, there are really just 2 slight issues that I have with this keyboard. Number 1, the fact that the Type-C port is on the left hand side, and second, it is a rather tall keyboard, and unless you're using a wrist rest, it can become quite uncomfortable to type for a long period of time. Now talking about wrist rest, check out this beautiful wooden palm rest, also by Keychron. Now this perfectly complements the K8 keyboard. Just check out how beautiful this is. Now in conclusion, I would definitely recommend this keyboard. If you're looking for a smaller size keyboard, TKL layout is in my opinion a safe choice. It's the middle ground. It's the best of both worlds. It's not too big or too small, it's just the right size. The K8 is feature packed, it's got a beautiful TKL layout, it's got multiple compatibility, it's wired and wireless, you can pair 3 devices, it's got long battery life, and it's got amazing lighting effects. If you're in the market for a new keyboard, you should definitely consider the K8. Thanks for watching this review, and if you've made it this far, you are an absolute diamond. Type K8 keyboard in the comments and I will give you a thumbs up. See you next time.